Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye, and today I'm going to be talking about my son Trenner, who is 16 months old, just barely turned 16 months old a couple days ago, and his journey with potty training and what that looks like for us. So let's dive right in. Some backstory. We started EC, or elimination communication, which is not really potty training. It's more communicating with your baby and like figuring out their signals of when they need to go pee and then taking them to the potty. And so it can sound a little hooky, but you can look more into it. It is a thing, and we started that around 2 months of age, and then we did it until he was around 10 months old. And then we had a potty pause where there was a lot of resistance with him going on the potty, and I was honestly just found out I was pregnant, and so I was more tired. So we took a break from about 10 months to 15 months, and now that he just turned 16 months, I wanted to wrap up EC and have him be more potty independent. And I know I was kind of lost at where to start with this process. And so I wanted to help you guys out if you're also on a similar journey. So to begin with, this is not your traditional 3-day potty training. I wanted to take a slower approach that would get him slowly back on the potty, and then also I can really learn his cues. And so what we did is we started with 10 days of doing limited diaper free time. One, because I didn't want pee and poop all over my house because I have a lot of carpet, and I just didn't want to stress myself out, which I still ended up stressing out a little bit. So hopefully I can limit the stress for you. So the first thing that, like, our approach of how we started this process, easing back into it, is there's something called the 4 easy catches for elimination communication, and those are during diaper changes. These are 4 easy catches when you offer the potty. So it'd be when you're doing a diaper change, you would offer when your baby's getting in or out of something, such as a carrier, a car seat, high chair, anything like that, then you would offer it. For poops, those are usually an easy catch. You'll kind of notice your kid usually squatting or making a certain face that you just know when they're pooping. And then lastly, it would be upon waking up for the day or from a nap. Then you have that hormone, antidiuretic hormone, I believe it's called, that wears off, and then you know that you have to use the restroom, just like we do when we wake up in the morning. So those are the 4 easy catches that we kind of base pottying around, and then also his signals to us if he signs, which it did take a while. It took at least like a week for him to start signing potty, or just giving us real clues that he needed to go, or generic timing. So every hour or so we would offer, and then his natural timing, which I found to be about 45 minutes to an hour. So if he's not signaling to me, then I would just know to take him around that time. So those are the approaches we took, and basically this first 10 days are really a good time to learn their cues and just get to know your son or daughter better. And we did a limited diaper free time, so for about 1 hour every day. So the whole day he'd be wearing a diaper except for 1 hour or longer if possible. And usually we would do it in the morning. And so upon waking, take him to the potty, let him play a little bit, take him to the potty, and then eat breakfast. And I would have him naked during this whole time, and he could just sit in his high chair naked because it's easy to wash, at least the one we have. And usually they don't go pee when they're in, like, sitting in something. He hasn't ever gone pee in his high chair anyway. And then feed him, take him potty after, and then just like kind of waiting for for misses, I like to call them, because they're learning. So it doesn't really seem right to call it an accident. And not making a big deal if you can each time they have a little miss. And so yeah, and then just playing, and then getting to know like how often they use the bathroom. So that was the first thing. So now let's dive into what our actual day-to-day looked like starting this journey. Day one, obviously, or not obviously, but no catches, no potty in the toilet. Day two, it might have just been lucky, but we did catch a poo on the potty, which was exciting. And then day three, my son really started to learn what it was like to kind of have that feeling to go pee and then see something wet, something like pee coming out of him, and noticing that he's wet. So he started to make that connection and started to like point to the floor when he saw the pee and say, uh-oh, or oh no, or no, no. So he started to learn that and started to learn that pee doesn't go on the floor or in your pants, it goes in the potty. And then day four, we got a few dribbles into the potty, which I would just like scoot it under his stream to try and help him associate pee going into the potty. And then day four, I also introduced his bear going potty with him, and he loved that. He has like this black bear, and I have a little water bottle that I would like squirt a little stream into the potty to show him your bear's going potty, and he just loved that. He thought it was the funnest thing. Day five, it was his first full pee in the potty, which he was teething and just so tired. I think he was just done, and right before bed was just like fine and just went. So, but we did get a full pee. Day six, we had no catches, and then day seven, he peed 2 times in the bathroom, although it wasn't in the potty, but he was getting used to that environment, which was important. It was just on the floor, so we'd help him clean it up and then just reinforce each time pee goes in the potty. And day 8, we had 1 catch, so 1 time going in the potty and then 4 times going in the bathroom again, just not in the potty. So progress though still, I think, with it being in the bathroom. That's the right place. And then day 9, we had his first poo in the potty and his very first time that he signed to me that he needed to use the potty. And usually he doesn't have his thumb there, but he just goes like this. But yeah, first time he signed, and then I took him and he actually went pee. So that was super exciting. But you see, this is a process, you know. It's day 9 that he's finally signing, okay, Mom, I need to go to the potty. I don't want this wet stuff to be all over me. So, and then at day 10, we had another poo in the potty, and our setup for these first 2 poos were actually behind our double stroller, because I did learn the day after this that privacy was really important to him, but he could do a low squat on the potty and hold on to the lip of this, like the bottom of the stroller, and then I just had like a book for him to look at. And yeah, so that worked for the first 2 times, and then the times after that, he just got too wiggly and would just like stand up. So we did move him to the toilet seat reducer for all of his potties. But yeah, the very first time he went poo by the stroller, he did pick it up. And I was like, no. But the second time, he learned not to do that. And then day 10, the last day of doing like an hour or so of diaper free time, he had a dry diaper during his naps and our outing to the grocery store, which is probably 45 minutes to an hour. But still, that was showing like, okay, he was learning not to go in his diaper. So then by that point, I was like, there's no point in him being in a diaper. And the next day, cold turkey, we cut the diapers, which was the day he turned 16 months. So, but to overview those 10 days, the main things that we learned from doing 10 days and diaper free time for at least an hour was we observed his cues. And if you're curious of what his cues were, it's going to be different for each kid. But it was like the obvious ones are like signing potty, or he would point down or maybe grab at his penis, pointing to the bathroom, running to the bathroom, running to me to like sit on my lap, running to hide, or going to one of his like hiding places like behind the stairwell or behind the couch, just like trying to hide somewhere. And being super still, because before you pee, normally you're not running when you pee, so he stays super still, or he's super wiggly and like extra hyperactive and like fussy and just like whining, you know, and just it looks like he's just searching for something frantically sometimes, and that's how I know he needs to go pee. So if that helps you out, there were my son's cues. And so that was an important thing, to learn his cues those first 10 days for going pee and poop, and for him to learn that pee and poop goes in the potty. And then a big thing was for me, I learned that he really needs and enjoys privacy to use the bathroom. Not all kids are like this, I guess, but my son is. So I shut the bathroom door now, and I can trust that he sits well on the seat reducer by himself, that he doesn't need me right there. So I shut the door. And also, I was kind of stressed out the first few days, like super hyper focused and like hovering more. And so I learned to lower the pressure, because no one likes to feel like pressure. And if you feel pressure, like someone watching you while you're trying to go to the bathroom, it just is not a good environment, and you're probably not going to go. So anyway, I learned the main thing is just to lower the pressure and just like have fun with it. And the most important thing is that you're connecting with your kid and enjoying time with them. And when you're not going potty, try and not think about it. So that would be my best tips for those first 10 days. And now the fun part is ditching the diapers, which I was kind of nervous about at first, but like quickly realized it's really not that big of a deal. You'll want to get, I would really highly recommend trainer undies. Although when we're home, we mostly do commando with pants, because then he's able to feel the wetness more, and sometimes trainer undies can feel like a diaper to a kid. So let's go over, we've now been doing diaper free time, or no diapers, for 5 days now. So I'm going to tell you what that looks like. So on the first day, we had 3.5 misses, and this is all day no diapers. So I mean, that's pretty good. And if I count, he had 7 times using the bathroom, and 3 of them, so about half of them were misses, half of them were on the toilet. And in the undies, I found that like when he does have them on, they do catch majority of the pee, so it's really not much cleanup. So yeah, 3.5 misses that first day, and then that second day he had 0 misses, which was pretty exciting for us. The third day he had 3.5 misses, and when I say the half, it means like he started going pee and then we caught a few dribbles, or started going poo and we got the rest of the poo in the toilet, if you're wondering. And then by day 4 he had 3 misses, and then now 5th day today we've had 2 misses, which just recently he peed in his pants. It hadn't quite been the 45-minute mark, but we were FaceTiming family and he was sitting for a while, and I think just getting up made him have to go pee. So it was like 40 minutes, and yeah. So what can you do? You're gonna have misses, but I just say, like, as long as we're a little better every day or learning something, then that's progress. I guess one more thing that I'll say is I keep a chart here, and it just has like the time that he goes potty, where he went potty. So for example, it'd be potty pee, or undies pee, or floor pee, like, you know, wherever they went pee or poop. And then I would usually say in parentheses like the sign that they gave me to know that they needed to go, maybe the place, more on the place they went, or information. And then you want to also keep track of when they're eating, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, whatever, you want to mention that. Or if they have like a bunch of liquid, then you'll want to note that, because you're just learning how long after eating or drinking are they using the bathroom. And then also I make note if I'm leaving the house, and then if they had dry undies after or not. And I've learned for my son, he can go about an hour, even when we went to church and I tried like taking him, but he didn't go, I think because it was a new environment, like he didn't go for like 2 hours. So kids can surprise you when you're going out of the house. They usually do hold it. So if you have any other questions, please let me know down in the comments, and I would love to help you as much as I can along this journey, and best luck to you. And honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. And I'm just super proud of my son, and it's so fun to see progress, seeing him go to the bathroom, go poop in the toilet. It's so awesome, and then you don't have to wipe it off their bum. So, and the goal, I'll keep you updated. Obviously, this is just the beginning. So hopefully in 2 months, by the time the baby's coming and everything, he is down to no misses. and pretty potty independent. And then obviously we're still working on the pulling down pants, pulling up pants, and maybe gonna get a ladder in the future so he can climb up to the toilet himself, things like that. Just giving him as much independence with it as we can. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.